everybody, and welcome to the Marioversation Podcomedy Show, where we talk about Mario lore in the format of a comedic podcast. I'm your host, Seandwalsh, and these are my co-hosts who are now going to introduce themselves to you all.
Hi, I'm RedQueenMiku. I have a YouTube channel. Follow it.
Hi, I'm Ciaroon. I'm also here.
That's great. Okay, so what are we going to talk about today, guys?
Sonic.
About Sonic. Well, that's why we have Miku here.
Yeah, exactly.
Why do we always start this way?
Because we don't know how to start normally.
So, this is actually, we have to give a big thanks to, our producer, Adam's dad, who has kindly greenlit this show for airing. Unfortunately, the pilot episode is lost media at the moment.
And the second pilot episode is less lost media.
It's like half lost media. It's partially recorded. So, this is the true first episode of the Marioversation Podcomedy Show. Thank you. And today we have a live studio audience.
Say hello.
So, we're gonna say hello to the Griffin, Black Lava, Cheap, Sketchy Dog, Lady Sophie, BL, Ip, G-Man Sir, trademark, and hello there.
Oh, hi. How are you?
I mean the user is called Hello There. Oh, and Fiery Flammable Flare has just joined the room, so we're doing quite well, I must say.
Got quite the audience.
Really good. It's really good so
quite the large numbers attending this very first episode. Never before have we done one of these.
This will be the best bits compilation. Sure.
This is gonna go up on, all of the big sites like YouTube.
That's it.
That's all the big sites. So let's
I think Adam's dad actually greenlit us for Adult Swim.
He actually did. That's we have an obscure time slot.
We're right after Smiley Friends.
We're actually an Easter egg that you have to to find on their website.
We're an ARG.
We're an ARG. We are an ARG played through advertisements on the channel.
Yeah.
So, what is it that we're talking about from Mario lore today?
I was under the impression that you were going to tell me.
Yeah,
okay.
Same.
Well, for starters, we recently were discussing Toad's Factory for Mario Kart Wii quite a bit because Lady Sophie was making a map for the course.
And a very good map.
And it is a very good map. And we have discovered the lore behind the item blocks found in the Mario Kart series. And now it's pretty interesting actually because Mario Kart didn't always use item blocks. It used to use question mark panels, which were in Super Mario Kart and a couple of the Mario Party games, I think. Mario Party 9.
Yeah.
And then they decided to change them to item boxes for Mario Kart 64. And the item boxes have appeared in basically every Mario Kart game since, and also Mario Tennis 64.
Are they in the Super Circuit?
They were, I'm pretty sure. They might, now that you mention it, they might not have been.
I can't remember. I played the game a lot as a kid. Can't remember.
I'm looking on the Super Circuit page right now. I literally had it open already. Perfect. So, so anyway, but what's interesting about Toad's Factory is that there is a production line, and basically the implication is that Toad's Factory is the source of all of the item boxes that we see in the Mario Kart games. They make them there and then they ship them out to all of the other courses.
Oh.
And what's cool is that we see the process of them being made. They're actually brick blocks that are put on a conveyor belt, and then when they get to these little stamps, I guess, and they're filled with star juice, and then they press down on the brick blocks, and they turn them into the item boxes. So, I mean, that's that's I think that's really cool that they put that detail in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it's like a press. Like it's just I went back to play Mario Kart Wii just to get some footage of it, and it is really cool to just see them all funneling through and getting turned into item boxes.
It's really interesting to that they went to the effort of putting it in like course you would not normally be stopping to look at the scenery in.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I mean I've played Toad's Factory probably hundreds of times and I've never noticed it before we were discussing it there. Yeah. And also like that they put in brick blocks which like pretty much they don't appear anywhere else in the game. Like they were intentionally added just for that little piece of lore.
Yeah, very cool.
My guess as to how they work is that the brick blocks are filled with items like beforehand, and then when they come through there, the star juice makes them into the kind of mysterious, floaty, see-through item boxes that we know from the other games.
Yeah, and then the ones that you can when you're bouncing around on the ocean area at the very end of the course, that's probably they're finished and being shipped out and you're just stealing from them at that point.
Yeah, and also there's some crates there, so the implication from that could be that that's the items being shipped into the factory, and that when when you crash into a crate, they have items inside them. So that might be what they're using to stock the brick blocks. So it's really cool, and on the sides of the course on the way in to the factory, you can see just sponsor advertisements for both the factory and item boxes. So it all really comes together in the end.
I wonder how fake item boxes are made then.
Yeah, that's a good question actually. I assume
it's at first I was thinking they're just made to look like them because they're not actual item boxes. Yeah, they hurt you with red lightning.
I think in Mario Kart 64 they're described in the manual as explosives. So maybe they're just specially designed item boxes that are just filled with something that explodes upon opening it.
I mean, considering bob-ombs are an item as well, not surprising.
Yeah.
Yeah, not too surprising.
A bob-omb's sacrificed to make the fake item box.
I'm very interested in how the item roulette works.
Personally, I think the item roulette isn't an in-universe thing, as in the item that's in the item box is already determined, and that's just to represent, which item you're going to get.
Okay.
Because you actually don't know from looking at the box on the outside what's going to be inside the box.
Yeah. And also, it's kind of if I recall correctly, if the item that was happening for everyone, you'd probably hear the noise of it when CPUs get an item box. Instead, they just they grab it, pause, they have the item.
That's true. Yeah, that's a good point.
That is true.
Our first guest star is here.
Who is that?
That's not me.
That would be my dog.
What's your dog's name?
Hello to Miku's dog.
Well, it could be one of the two. My guess is that
okay.
It's Socks.
Socks.
Socks? Oh, we lost a viewer.
We're losing our viewership.
We need to move on. Talk about more Mario.
I was gonna say, the fake item boxes, their design has changed quite a bit as the series has progressed. Do you guys think that's an in-universe change or a retcon?
I would personally like to think that it's an in-universe change.
Yeah, same.
As time goes on, they just gain a different look, and maybe they even get a little better.
Yeah, I would be inclined to agree with that.
I'd even say maybe they get a little worse.
Yeah, I think they do get worse.
They start out almost identical, but just not moving, and they slowly just become red.
Yeah. I'm thinking maybe they got some complaints, that they were too difficult to avoid.
I can imagine in universe just the scammers giving out item boxes and it's a fake one.
I think it's interesting. They were in Mario Kart 64. They had an upside down question mark, and they were slightly tilted off their axis. They weren't used at all in Super Circuit. In Double Dash, they have both the upside down question mark and they're red. In Mario Kart DS, they're very hard to tell apart. Actually, they don't move. They're identical, but they don't move and they don't have a question mark.
Yeah.
Is like,
In Mario Kart Wii, they go back to the Double Dash version, and then they just scrap them entirely for the rest of the games. So
I feel like there was like kind of a probably battle there where it's like if we make them too obvious, and then what's the point? Because no one's gonna fall for it. But if we make it like not obvious enough, people are going to like think it's like a bad thing. So let's just get rid of them entirely.
yeah, I think that would make a lot of sense. Really, like after going back and forth on it for so many games, they just decided to scrap the thing entirely. So yeah, that's been that. I would consider. I've just been asked. Peach's. Do we consider Peach's design change to be canon? I would. Yeah.
As in like the dress?
The dress change. Yeah.
Yeah, I consider it canon.
I think Thousand Year Door kind of shows this in that Peach has her classic dress throughout the whole game, but then when she's possessed by the Shadow Queen, her dress resembles the modern appearance more. So maybe like I even kind of half headcanon that she was like inspired by the Shadow Queen's look to redesign her own dress.
Awful. That was awful, but you know, every cloud has a silver lining.
Alphabet, I got possessed, but like the dress was cute.
Paper Mario the Origami King does use both dresses in the pictures, but I wouldn't be too inclined to use that as like a legitimate thing because also the art style changes. So yeah, it's kind of not the strongest point. But I think they did kind of go like for even after the modern dress was introduced, they still used the classic dress in a few games before eventually the modern one became standard.
Very handy for timeline placement.
So yeah.
I wonder if like they'll ever redesign like Mario characters that drastically again. It was like from N64 to GameCube.
I feel like at this point they're probably going to just stick with what they've
done.
Yeah. I think they might like reference the old costumes and stuff, but I don't think they'll ever make like a truly new costume. I feel like if they were going to redesign the characters again, it would have to be like an incredibly slow
process
and like gradual process. Because like they're so iconic at this point. I mean Mario's changed a lot in the last 10 years, but it's a lot less noticeable than the change from like 64 to GameCube.
Yeah.
And like you can only see it when you're comparing, say, Mario's like New Super Mario Bros. Wii render to his Odyssey render, or like
even
you know,
even 3D
some
World
other-
to Odyssey. No, I'm thinking about it is like very different.
Yeah, there's quite a bit of a difference. But yeah, it's really interesting to see. I'm a big
Yeah,
fan
that's
of the
like-
real hair.
Yeah, when I like first saw the Odyssey trailer, that was like for some reason it was the first thing I noticed. It's like he has hair texture now. That was the coolest thing ever at the time.
It's really interesting.
No, it's not.
Yeah, he used to. I don't think he was necessarily taller, but he definitely had slightly different proportions. Who created the Mario Party 8 candies? Lives just after asking. I think it would probably have been Gadd or someone similar because they seem to have like the same properties of paint from Mario Sunshine. So like when you eat a candy, they turn into like these little balls and then they get rearranged in a different shape. And that's like the exact same animation as when Mario enters a painting portal in Sunshine.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
And the,
Another thing that I've noticed,
thing.
which is
Luigi's
just
Mansion
kind of
2, which
funny.
I can't remember the name of.
Oh, the pixelator?
That's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, another thing I've noticed is that in Sunshine, one of the piantas says that the goop tastes like candy.
Oh,
Which would obviously, you know,
Why is he
well,
eating
possibly
it?
be a connection.
that's kind of disgusting in more ways than one. First that he ate it, and then also Gadd was like, you know, I have an idea here.
For those that
speaking of
really
Gadd-
want to.
Honestly, like the idea that piantas eat paint is like the least surprising thing I've ever heard. Those guys are
I mean-
idiots.
To be fair, he was like trapped under it and probably suffocating. So, speaking of Gadd and Mario Party games, though, I wanted to bring up that it's possible Gadd made the orbs from the GameCube Mario parties
Yeah, that checks out real well.
because I recall Mario Party 6,
Yeah.
I think, in his factory. He has like a few orb machines, and there's like the same crates. There's an orb factory in, I think, one of Mario Party 5's minigames. And the boxes in that factory can also be seen in Gadd's garage for Mario Party 6. As well as that, I think some of the orbs contain like explicit Gadd inventions.
Yeah.
So a lot of them have his logo, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they do. I made a bit of a write-up on the Reddit about the Gadd's inventions. That's interesting. Mario glows from his chest when he eats a candy in Mario Party 8.
Oh,
Huh.
that's weird.
It kind of has like a rainbow effect around him, which is the same effect that stars have. Luigi glows from somewhere else.
We can't show that.
Oh god.
Is that just like a stationary glow, and then the character's height just like is not as well affects it?
Maybe they just mapped it to Mario and they were like, it'll do.
It's not proportional to the height. It's in the one spot. Oh god, Bowser. No, wait, he's not playable.
He's not playable, yeah. Thankfully. But yeah, the candy in Mario Party 8 is actually, I'm pretty sure it is tied to the Star Carnival, because MC Ballyhoo says something like you win a year's supply of candy as well as the Star Rod. So I take it that, whoever made the candy, Ballyhoo is the one who's been giving it out during the boards in that game. So
Yeah.
Partnership.
Gadd's garage is just a really cool place, I feel.
Oh, very.
Yeah, it is.
There's these little drones that fly around, and they kind of look like the strobe bulb tech that we see in Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon and 3. I found they have like little sensors with a green like screen on the front of them, and they're red, so they kind of remind me of the little robots in the old Clockworks, actually.
Oh yeah. I'm trying to remember them now. That would be an interesting game, like a Luigi's Mansion set in like one of Gadd's places.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, I would love that.
Haunted by ghosts. That'd be amazing. I feel like that was kind of a bit of a missed opportunity with Luigi's Mansion 2. They could have done something like that with the opening area where Gadd hangs out. What was that from?
That's from Mario Party Advance.
Okay. I've not played that one.
I have briefly played that one.
I've played it several times.
Recommended it to me.
It's purely single player, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's very
It's a
fun.
Mario Party game. Yeah.
It's actually commonly regarded as the best Mario Party. So
Best one.
It is not, but I really enjoy it. It's one of my favorites.
Okay. Should get around to it then.
it's on a Wii U Virtual Console. That's where I played it.
Okay. Yeah, I think I saw it one time. I was like, only one player? And then I remembered that's what every handheld game on Wii U is like. And then I looked up and it was like, only one player?
Hilarious.
I know. I'm so good at this. I can see what
You're
you
such
mean.
a comedic person that you're just kind of person we need on the Marioversation Podcomedy Show.
Yeah, there's comic relief and then there's me.
So, what are you saying? You're
I'm above.
You're above comic relief? Sorry, I was a bit confused for a second. Yeah, I guess I could see that. Marioverse Podcomedy right now? That image isn't loading for me.
It's a card that says Ponder the Orb.
Ah.
See, we should get Sketchy on instead of me. He's way better at this.
Sketchy is hilarious.
I know, right?
He is a sketchy dog.
That dog do be sketchy.
So we can see the same orb boxes in Gadd's factory as we do in Blame It on the Crane in Mario
Party 4. Yeah.
Party
Oh.
4. Same location, or at least definitely the same orbs, I would say.
Oh yeah, that is exactly the same model. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll have to edit the image on the recording.
Oh god, work
to do.
So what that
Yeah,
means
you got
that Blame It on the Crane takes place in a place extremely similar to, or might even be in, Egad's Factory?
Yeah, I'd say that's likely.
Okay. Actually, ask a question, Monkey. How do minigames work in universe?
That is a very good question. How do
Yeah, how do
minigames
they
work in universe?
Yeah, because like they're in completely different places. Then also they're back to the exact spots they were in, but also we know they had to happen because they get the coins from it and like everything that happens from that.
So like,
do they use
I
like, a coin or something?
assume they either use like some teleportation. Like in the first Mario Party, it makes sense because they have a pipe that can take them anywhere.
Yeah,
like the pipe
yeah.
in Mushroom Village is stated to be able to go anywhere. So
And the minigame like tutorial screen is a pipe, same one like
Yeah.
from Star Trek. Okay.
So that makes sense. But then in later games, it's kind of harder to explain away. It's possible that they just like leave off screen, go play a minigame, and then all come back. It does seem like that would take forever, and it doesn't really make sense in the context of some of the story modes of the games. But it's kind of something that Lips just after posting when I asked, I guess like the Mario Party minigames, they just don't make sense. Mario Party DS, help me, my garden's being destroyed. Mario Crew starts competing to be the hero and randomly teleports away to do a minigame in an unrelated location.
They're taking their
I mean,
time,
like-
they'll get to it. The Mario Party cast, like, just really look like bad people, honestly. Especially when, like, the stakes get, like, even remotely high, and they still just want to compete against each other to decide who should be the one to, like, do the good deed.
That's true, yeah. They're all kind of like... Yeah, they're showing the worst side of themselves when they're competing in the Mario Party games. Like, they're all heroes, but they're like, no, I'm the best hero. I'm the best of the best.
I mean, when it's
Especially
Mario
like,
Party time, it's Mario Party time. No matter what's going
That's
on.
true. It's like any argument they have, they just try to settle it over Mario Party.
Mario Party 10 is, like, the funniest one, because they're, like, actively chased by a giant Bowser, and they still find time to compete against each other in minigames.
Yeah, but so does Bowser. Like, when Bowser catches them, he doesn't, like, do anything to them. He plays a
He
minigame.
also plays a minigame. At least they're working together in that one, though.
Is the world
Yeah,
of
I
dreams
do think-
being completely destroyed? Just have some parties.
Yeah.
That's true.
You may lose all your friends, but you'll also know which of you was better in the end.
I'm just thinking, like, Mario Party 10 is probably one of the cases where it is just a literal party, and Bowser's crashing it. But, like, yeah, Mario Party 9, that's a proper adventure. Mario Party DS is, Mario Party 2 is mostly, Mario Party 3 is, Mario Party 5 is...
Definitely.
Mario Party
4 is, like, the most literal party.
Yeah, that's true.
Is this, like, literally...
I'm not
is the party
100%
true?
remembering the story of 6 at the moment.
6 is Twilight and Brighton, and
yeah,
they have to...
I know they're
trying to cheer them up.
fighting, but, like,
I think
Do you
they...
stop it, or do they just kind of hang out?
They're like, yeah, we're gonna cheer them up by having a party where they're the hosts, and then we give them all the stars at the end, and that makes up for it.
Oh god, yeah, the Donkey Kong level's the best one. For that. Not only do they, like, are competing against you, they're competing on him.
Yeah, that's really funny. And they, like, Diddy tries to talk to them, and they just don't understand what he's saying at all. And
Yeah.
I think it's funny because then in Sluggers, they do understand what the Kongs are saying. So the implication is that after that whole, like, ordeal
They were
with
like,
Donkey Kong being frozen, they were like, oh, we should probably learn how to talk to these monkeys that we hang out with all the time.
Yeah, better late than never.
We've just been asked how long the call's been going on for.
First of all, it's
not-
not a call, it's a
not a call,
pod
it's a
comedy show.
pod comedy show.
It's the Marioversation Podcomedy Show.
We've been doing it for about half an hour at this point.
Hmm.
How long will it go on for? Forever.
Yes.
This party never stops.
Please God help us.
We need to talk about Super Mario 3D World
Okay.
for a second.
I am more than
Because-
up for that.
Do it.
Because it's a game where
Good
Mario
job.
and his pals go to Sprixie Kingdom, and there's this guy called there called Bowser, and he kidnaps these 7 Sprixies, puts them in a bottle.
This is a different
And-
Bowser from our Bowser.
It's a separate Bowser. Actually,
Okay.
funny you mentioned that. The Super Mario-kun manga has I think it's in the Super Mario Bros. 3 arc. They have maybe not, but they definitely have 2 Bowsers. They have like the Bowser from Mario 1 is a separate Bowser from Mario 3. And I think it's
very strange.
yeah, I think it might be based on the fact that he has a cape.
Incredible.
That's really good. Isn't, can we discuss organic king spoilers? Do you mind?
No, sure, go ahead.
Okay. I read about this when I was looking into Super Mario Kun, and Bobby, everyone's favorite Bob-omb.
Mm-hmm.
They adapt his big moment. Have you heard about this?
I can't say I have.
Okay. So it happens like pretty much exactly as it goes in the game with like Olivia's under the boulder and I have to get him out. But instead of him blowing himself up so big that he dies, instead in the manga he sneezes so hard the boulder is destroyed, and then they just keep going on like nothing happened, and he lives for the rest of the game.
Wow.
Best ending.
I
should've
mean,
done that in the game,
Nintendo should learn from the Coon writers because this is good storytelling.
Yeah. It's established early on. That Bobby is really good at sneezing.
I mean, he's a big sneezer. What can I say?
Yeah.
He's got a huge schnoz.
When you open up the game, when you meet him, you know how in like Sticker Star they like characters pop out and get a little title.
Yeah,
Same thing happens for Bobby, and it says big sneezer.
it's exactly what happens. I remember that
That's literally what happens.
very clearly.
Yeah.
I think somebody's just after saying in Super Mario Kun isn't Dr. Mario a separate entity from Mario. I think that's a separate manga from the regular Kun. There's like a different one also called Mario-kun. Count Bleck from Super Paper Mario attacking Bowser Jr. using a thin paper hand as likely inspired by the Shadow Queen. That's interesting actually.
It's very strange.
Because when Count Bleck casts a spell in Super Paper Mario, he has this pattern on his cloak when he opens it up, and it's the same pattern that's on the floor in Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door in Palace of Shadow.
Yeah,
So-
I never got explained.
No, it never has been.
It's just a thing.
I reckon, like, this is just like conspiracy theory. But Count Bleck, he's a descendant from the tribe of ancients, and we know that the ancients were active around Rogueport because we see like Merlin and Merlee and Merlovely and all them in Rogueport. So I'm guessing that maybe like that whatever spell was used down there was also handed down to Bleck eventually. Like that's just spitballing. It like literally, it's just reusing assets.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any.
I mean, I get what you're saying, but also it feels like it's so intentional. It feels like it cannot be just like reusing assets. They didn't have to put anything there.
It's true, yeah. But maybe they were just like, oh, we want to make it look like he's casting a spell. Let's throw
Just
in this
reuse.
texture we have. I mean, like all of the enemies in the game are just reused. Well, like all of the Mario enemies are reused from Thousand Year Door too. So
Yeah.
I wouldn't be too surprised, to be honest.
Yeah. He does look a bit like a Shadow Siren.
I mean, kinda. No.
There are
I think this is,
stark differences.
I think your color blindness is turning into actual blindness, Kiro.
It might be. No, it
So,
doesn't. Yeah, okay, alright. Good that we've already established I'm an idiot. It is weird seeing Count Bleck in 3D.
It's a very weird thing. His face is so weird.
Yeah, Sketchy's.
There.
I guess Mario-kun is usually more connected, like it ties multiple games in together, so Bowser Jr. might have been there from another game that was released around the same time. Sketchy just asked, I thought he was a descendant of, like, some tribe of darkness or something, or are they just split from the ancients? Yeah, they're the tribe of darkness split from the ancients, was it 2,000 years before Super Paper Mario? So, so yeah, they are originally the same tribe. The Tribe of Darkness, they took the Dark Prognosticus to prevent another war like the Great Pixel War from happening. And they also wanted to increase their own magical powers, so they only bred amongst themselves, which is why Count Bleck looks so funky.
Welcome
Fun
to
facts.
The Mario Show.
Welcome to Super Paper Mario. Super Race.
No, hold on. No, Sean, that can't be true.
That is literally true. That's lore in the
refuse to
games.
believe they do that in the game.
The bartender in Flipside literally says that is the case. So
No.
yeah, if you deny it, you're just.
Did I miss something?
Ciaroon refuses to accept that Count Bleck is inbred, and
I mean, listen, his actions over the course of the game do suggest it.
Can you tell
No,
that
you don't
kind of thing
understand.
from someone's actions?
hey, you don't understand. Count Bleck is a product of thousands of years of inbreeding.
Yeah. Man loses
Well.
love of his life and tries to end the multiverse.
I mean, like, no wonder he wanted to meet someone from outside the tribe. Like, I don't blame him, to be honest. I'd probably destroy the universe too.
Speaking like reading out of a book is a common trait among inbreds.
Whoa, has somebody discovered Kamek's eyes?
What the hell?
Is that a real screenshot from the game?
Looks like Yoshi's Island. Like when the P.
Yeah, no, it is. That's the opening from Yoshi's Island. But
There is
I'm just
eyes
wondering,
like
is that an actual screenshot? Oh my god! So we've known how Magic Koopa eyes look all this time.
the entire time?
The entire time. Sophie, you're
That is,
wrong. Sorry to say.
Welcome to the Marioversation Podcomedy Show, where we break Sophie's dreams live.
Oh my gosh.
Blue
Blue eyes confirmed.
What a hunk.
Man, Kamek looks so good.
If only we
Jake
could
is
see
funny.
him take wing.
He can. he
Top
can give
10
people wings.
hottest Mario characters. Number 10, Kamek. He's got beautiful blue eyes. If only we could see him take wing.
I wonder if the toadies also have those kind of eyes.
Oh, most definitely, if Kamek does.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that seems logical.
Now you've got to draw
Toadies.
Jamel without eyes.
Without eyes?
No eyes?
Without eyes, yeah.
With no eyes.
No, you see, his glasses are his eyes. Like,
Oh, okay. Is a mustache like just part of his face?
I mean, are mustaches not normally part of your face?
Yeah, but like,
Like-
as in like not a mustache, it's just like part of it's just weird colored skin.
Just a dark, fleshy part?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could buy that.
Okay.
Sophie pulling up sprites from Yoshi's Island to try and debunk Kamek eyes.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna look at the cutscene. One sec, I'll be right back.
Is real Count Bleck. Oh my god.
I actually love that image so much.
His body did not contain a single drop of blood. His heart was the size of a peppercorn. His lungs corroded, his intestines rotten and gangrenous. He had a single testicle, black as coal.
But continuing to live.
His head was full of water. He was short, lame, epileptic, senile, completely bald before 35, always on the verge of death. He repeatedly baffled them by continuing to live. Oh my god.
I'm watching this as well in cutscene at 0.25 times speed.
I'm wondering if Count Bleck has any testicles, to be honest.
Okay, no, hold on. Can we just shut up what you just said for a sec? Yeah, it is in the game. I just checked.
Oh.
Okay. Well, there you have it, folks.
Those are what his eyes look like.
Kamek has dot eyes.
That is the frame when he's landing after his jump.
Iconic. Well, Sophie, you are no longer lore accurate.
Sophie is now Grinch.
Sophie, try not to be Grinch challenge. Grinch baby's gonna eat you.
I like I like how we started this by trying to be like professional and like somewhat inclusive to people who aren't on Marioverse, and we're just in jokes now.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, when we get to talking about Super Paper Mario's inbreeding, we've.
I'm gonna veto that.
You know, I have to say, this episode really picked up as it went along.
It's true.
I refuse to believe. Like, I know it's probably canon, but I just... Why? Why? Imagine if at the start of the Tribe of Darkness it just looked like human beings.
I mean, that is the implication. Like, when he first meets Lady Timpani, he's like, "Are you not disgusted by me?" Like, he's like, "I'm of the Tribe of Darkness," and she's like, "I don't care."
Why do you say
And he,
timpani?
well, like, what?
Why do you say timpani?
Lady Timpani?
Yeah.
Yeah. If I said Timpani, I'm not sure what's going. Like, maybe I'm like Count Bleck.
I think you definitely said timpani.
Timpani, that's weird.
It's extremely weird. Yeah.
So back to Lady.
Oh god. I'm gonna have to censor that. Talking about the inbreeding is fine, but this is too far.
Talking about Kamek balls is fine.
I mean, yeah. Is it Villains Wiki Mario from Donkey Kong Jr.?
New Kamek canon, actually, he just hasn't got eyes.
He's like Jamel.
He's just like an eyeless abomination.
Sophie would prefer Kamek to have no eyes
Sophie,
rather than having dot eyes.
It doesn't look like yours.
Yeah. I mean... No, Sophie's eyes were actually painted on, so...
He doesn't even have sockets. Yeah, they're painted on!
My
He doesn't
gosh.
have sockets. There's just nothing there. It's just smooth. It's like actually horrifying.
But yeah, so back to Lady Timpani. When Count Bleck, when Lord Blumiere meets her, he's like,
please call him Kamek.
yeah, he's like, I'm of the Tribe of Darkness. Are you not disgusted by me or afraid of me or whatever? And she's like, no, not really. Well, like, if he's expecting people to be disgusted by him, there must be something wrong, like, yeah, with his lineage. Like,
Maybe it's just because he looks like a demon man.
He does look like a demon.
yeah, but why does he look like a demon man? You know?
Also, look, we don't know that Timpani does not look like a demon woman, technically.
Actually, they say that she's human, so,
Well, there goes that.
Kamek, sorry, why do I keep saying Kamek instead of Count Bleck? Yeah, I don't know if he does have a torso, because like when he opens up his cloak, he's just kind of like a void with,
He has
with
a
arms.
He has hands. That's it. That's all he needs.
He has gloves.
Ciaroon, you can't just DM me something like this during the pod comedy show.
Well, I'm not saying it out loud.
Guys, don't look up Fawful on the GIF search. Okay.
First mistake.
Well,
of my
now
life.
everyone's gonna do it.
Yeah, but that's not on us. We said
Well,
don't.
I told them. Yeah, I told them not to.
No, that's good. I like that one.
It just keeps going.
I think that's just how the fight went.
Lawful, my lord and savior.
Is that like a
Ender,
close-
my beloved.
Ender, my beloved. I'm glad Ender has made Marioverse history by being mentioned on the Marioversation Podcomedy Show.
Teenagers draw fall.
I feel called
That's incredible. Thoughts on the Bowser suit change? I'm a big fan of the Bowser suit change. I think it looks a lot better.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's like from,
I don't know. That one image of Boo in the Bowser suit from Mario Party 4 is just absolutely priceless.
I haven't seen that actually.
I haven't seen it
Is
either.
it
I don't
4
think.
or 5?
Oh, I'm just gonna look up Boo Bowser suit. I
6?
found it. I think I found it.
Whatever game it is, it might even be 8. I think it's 8. That one.
Apparently, this is a. What the hell? Okay, I'm about to fall down a big rabbit hole here. This character is apparently a separate character called Boozer. And this is this is from the Boozer Wiki.
Oh, really?
Boozer von Shiverstein is the main protagonist of Boozer's show. He's generally a meanie, oftentimes hating his kid and wife, though for a semi-good reason.
What is that reason? We have to find out.
It's only semi-good?
lore?
It's a semi-good reason. Hold on, okay, there's only 2 other paragraphs. Boozer is, by his name alone, a Boo in a Bowser suit. He's described as a whipped cream in a muscular body, though the muscular aspect is untrue. He has a lot of the aspects Bowser has, collars all around him, a big shell, and turtle-like aspects. Though he does have those aspects, he lacks spikes on his collars, and Bowser's glorious hair. Personality. Boozer follows the standard dad trope, being dumb, lazy, and forgetting something about their kid. However, he also has his own set of rules, specifically hating his family and constantly being depressed.
As a rule, he hates his family.
He acts
Boozer.
dumb trying to cope with the reality that he's dead and will never experience life again. Who cares? At least he can try to abandon his wife.
So,
Hold on, one more
Boozer.
thing. One more thing.
Go on.
First appearance, not applicable. Last appearance, not applicable. Mafia level 2.
Oh god.
Big drink ranking. Big drunkus. Okay. Okay.
I feel like this is canon compliant.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
See, we have now
Smells-
exited the Marioversation part of the show and entered the
The
pod
Boozer
comedy part of the
Versation.
show.
We're like
is,
3 Ps in a pod comedy show.
His spouse is named Boozette, and his kid is named Boozette Jr.
Who's that Junior?
Oh god. What's his enemy?
His enemy is his wife, apparently.
I mean, why not? You know.
Thanks
So,
for telling me to look up the Boo suit. Boo falling.
Is Boo just being nice and playing by the rules? I mean,
That's like in a main quest when they like fall down a trapdoor and Captain Boo just follows them.
yeah, that's true. It's just being courteous, really.
Yeah, he's just being nice. How does
Yeah,
Boo
maybe-
use his talents?
Like, I don't really understand it either. Maybe there's like a handicap for Boos. Like, do they have like a giant vacuum in the canyon and they're just like trying to suck him down? Possibility. Luigi reading the book that instantly kills him.
That's canon, right?
Yeah, that's
course.
real actually. Luigi dies in Luigi's Mansion 3.
Oh yeah.
Do you guys remember that theory?
I do not. Is that like from Luigi's Mansion 3?
It's from when Luigi's Mansion 3 released.
Sounds like a theory that'll come out like in the mid 2000s about the first Luigi's Mansion.
I'm just trying to find it. I think it was on the Game Theorist. Basically, the idea was that
Yes.
no, sorry, it was that Mario dies in Luigi's Mansion 3. Okay, so King Boo kills Mario during Luigi's Mansion 3, and Luigi gets so sad that he goes to the mansion from Luigi's Mansion 1, and like the theory proposes that 3 is a prequel to 1. Okay. And Luigi goes to the mansion and he hangs himself, like, you know, because of the
like
shadow.
A phone call.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the theory. And,
It's a good one. That's canon.
you know, I think it's a really good one. I think, you know, more theories like this in the world, please.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, to really increase the amount of comedy, I'm going to be telling one of my famous penguin jokes. So here it is. How does a penguin build its house?
It eats the souls of the innocent.
Miku, I don't think you get how these jokes work. That is never the answer, okay? No matter how many times, it's never the answer.
One time.
The true answer to the joke is it glues it together.
I like
Get
my
it?
answer better.
Well, you know, we'll let the audience decide.
Yeah.
So vote now. Whose answer is better to the joke? Whichever
What's
one
that?
gets voted.
Actually, that's how we get you. There is no comedy. It's just an excuse to talk about Mario lore, and sometimes we pretend to be funny.
Yeah, we pretend to be funny so that people will listen, but we're just here to talk about Mario lore.
Yeah, I don't know where the pod part comes in. We'll figure that out. Yes, the T-pose Koopa.
I love him.
Can we just like talk about the Mario Party 4 opening cutscene? This
So
is really
good.
funny.
It's a really, you know, I think it was
It's a product of its time.
it's definitely a product of its time. It was the first time a lot of these characters had appeared in such like high definition.
Yeah.
I feel like
And
the
they
best
really
part
want to show
of
off.
there is when they get taken aback by surprise by the party cube, so they all kind of just slightly rotate the angle by a few degrees backwards, including Donkey Kong. So his fists just rise from the air with the rest of him, completely static.
Amazing. I mean, what a better way to introduce Donkey Kong
Yeah, no, definitely. Definitely.
to the GameCube.
Yeah.
I seem to remember this one moment with Waluigi in the opening, and I can't remember exactly what it was, but
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about as well.
You do?
I know something funky happens with Waluigi.
Yeah. I just can't
Oh,
remember
God.
what it is.
Mario Party Superstars Waluigi moonwalks. Okay, that's new.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
I have not played as Waluigi in
Yeah, that's it.
I mean, like, Waluigi had only moved in, like, using his N64 model before that point.
No,
So
it's too long before.
I like maybe they just didn't know how to move like his legs with with how lanky they are. I'm not sure. It's been posted in Off Topic that that Wendy Okupa doesn't have a shadow.
That's kind of
So either and Mario's like pulling her along, and that proves that Mario's faster than light because he causes Wendy to not have a shadow.
What if Wendy was a ghost, though?
why
It's
does
possible
Mario
she's a
have shadow?
vampire. Yeah. I think vampires are mirrors. I think is it ghosts don't leave shadows?
Vampires are mirrors.
Yeah, vampires are mirrors.
Okay, that makes sense.
Who's Kevin?
24 Kevin Tendo.
We've got to get him on here as a special guest someday. I mean,
100%.
He can tell us all about the story we might not have known about Mario.
Yeah, the story Thaos mightn't have been aware of.
Did you know that that Gadd is King Boo?
I didn't actually. I never heard that one before.
Wow.
Did you know that Louis from Pikmin can control bugs because he eats bugs? That's actually...
I did know that one, actually.
That's
It's canon.
That's canon. I mean, what else is there to say, really? That's canon. That's just...
So we're definitely getting Pro ZD for the next episode, right?
Yeah, I'm hoping to. I mean, if anybody has his contact, I would, absolutely love to get him on here as episode 2's guest star. I know that he likes talking about Mario lore, so I think that could definitely be interesting.
He's a big fan.
Yeah, I'm sure he would love to come on here and talk with us for an hour about Mario to our audience of 12 people.
Yeah.
We should get Doug Bowser
Himself.
to come on.
Yeah, we'll rename it Bowserverse.
Do not search Bowser on Discord GIFs.
Just don't search anything on Discord GIFs.
That's what
Don't
we've learned
do
today.
it.
That's the moral of the story.
Yikes! No. Actually, don't search Bowser, please.
Yeah, no, don't.
Do not search Bowser.
It was a joke with Volvo, but do not search Bowser. Like, for real.
Oh God! Just don't search anything. Do not search anything on Discord GIFs.
Oh
When Bella
no!
dies.
No.
That's canon. So.
That's why she hasn't appeared since.
Yeah, the note from Sticker Sarah is actually like posthumous.
Oh, that's why it's in the trash.
Yeah, exactly. In like a moment of grief, her family just threw it away. Post game. Yeah, exactly. She sends the letter, and Mario's like so disgusted that a woman is talking to him.
The hop at the end is pretty good. Yeah.
The hop at the end is pretty funny.
Well,
He knows what he did. He intended to do this.
Oh yeah, like you can't do that on accident.
that's why he came back to Rogueport. Like it was specifically to clean
To
up what he
finish.
started.
Finish off Goombella.
Now, do you have anything else to discuss, Ciaroon?
Me personally,
Yeah, you personally.
about Mario lore, I presume.
Is there something you want to tell the group?
No, actually. Why do you ask?
I mean, I think there is.
Potatoes. I was told to talk about Ireland. I panicked.
Ireland is a good country. I think.
Yeah.
I think it's a good place to live.
Mm-hmm.
Good place to be.
Now,
I think.
I don't know Americans listening when I say this, but America, not as good.
Not as good as Ireland.
It's a good thing nobody here is American.
I think.
Yeah, it's a very
anyone-
good thing nobody here is American.
Yeah, exactly. You're Canadian.
It's a good thing. It's a real good thing. Chunk is Scottish. Yes, not Irish.
Yeah, he talks about haggis.
His name is based on like the Irish
Oh yeah, I
naming
forgot
convention of
Ireland
O.
is canon to Mario. I forgot about Bird.
But yeah, so fun fact: the Ireland has appeared physically in the mobile golf game, which is a Mario Golf spin-off that takes place on little golf courses shaped like real-world countries. And Ireland makes its first canon appearance in a Mario game through that.
What about Bird?
Bird is an Irish Mario character. He is he has the
That's like
iconic
you.
Irish nose,
The iconic Irish car.
the iconic Irish hairline. I mean, he's definitely designed with
not wearing
Irish stereotypes
green,
in
though.
mind.
Yeah.
All that I would add is a paddy cap to his head, and like a little shamrock brooch.
Definitely. Make him a bit shorter.
I think that is being short an Irish thing? Like, is that
Leprechauns.
Yeah, I guess he could be a leprechaun. What if he has like a little caddy who's a leprechaun? Wouldn't that be cool?
That'd be worse, yeah, actually.
And the leprechaun's just like, Daughter, bird. Doing bird. What? We gotta get a banana. Tommy. And then
Leprechaun is had him done.
So there's a trivia section on Bird's page on the Mario Wiki. It says Bird's name has a number of possible inspirations. He may be named for his constant birdies. Citation needed. His ball is described as high flying as a bird. Citation needed. His nose vaguely resembles a bird's beak. That does not need citation.
That's canon.
But yes, so Bird is the Irish Mario character. The more you know.
I like how on the paragraph above they literally cite the source for the birdies thing.
Oh my gosh.
Gee.
But who is that?
He's Birdie's counterpart.
Who is that?
That
You
French
just not
dude?
know about anything on the Game Boy Advance?
No, I just don't know who this French dude is. Because he looks like a loser.
Well,
Do you know who
first and
Dweezil
foremost, he's not French.
His name Genius.
That's not Gene.
Yes, that's Putz.
That's Putz, yeah.
Yeah, right.
Let's see. Is Putz from anywhere? He is French.
What do you mean
Putz
he's
is French. Putz is French. Do you not know the...
I have played
lore?
Mario Golf Advanced for a number of times. And I've never heard
Here
this.
is his bio. I am a French, Paris-bred golf player. Recently, I was chosen as a club champion. I guess my strength has been accepted at last. I was called rookie from the other players, but I think that day I will be the top club champion.
Wow.
That doesn't make much sense.
I
I am
learned something new today.
I am the one who plays with my head, and I call myself ID Golf. If I could just get a bit more strength, I can easily win. So yeah, he's
the
French.
Japanese Mario Golf website profile of Gene, that Putz was believed to be capable of defeating him. However, he then stated it would take 100 years of experience. So he's not capable.
He's not currently capable, but he could be in due time.
If he became immortal.
Well, you know what? I think we're nearing the end of our first episode. The first episode of the Marioversation Podcomedy Show.
Cool.
I would like to thank our viewers for tuning in for this very special event. Next fortnight, reference to the game Fortnite. We're going to have our special guest on.
Who's he?
So no, it's a surprise actually.
Oh.
So you guys are gonna, you know, if you want to find out who it is, you gotta tune into the next one.
We'll also probably have a more dedicated topic.
So thank you all for being here.
Come
Join
back in
Marioverse.
14 days for the next one.
Goodbye.